Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Synlinks.com, and this is a big time review of these 6 Constructicons that I have been very lax in reviewing because it's a big job and I probably should have been doing this format for a couple other things. But anyway, let's get on with it. Of course, we got Mixmaster, we got Hook, we got Long Haul, got Scavenger, we got Bone Crusher, and we got Scrapper. Now, I have these guys in their vehicle modes, and these in his robot mode, because this is easier to get to the mode we need for Devastator. So I got him here. Even though I showed them the other reviews, which also you can watch those reviews right over here if you want to see any one of the other ones. Go ahead and check those out there. But let's get to forming the big green guy himself. Now, the other thing I didn't show was they do have these individual weapons, I guess. These can be used as blasters, I guess, or swords, or something. Kind of lame. The chest piece also can be used as kind of a blaster. It's got a little handle down there in the unpainted plastic. And yeah, the big difference in this guy is the chrome. And these two can be separated into weapons as well. And I think I showed off these little missile launchers that can be held in the hand and kind of wielded, but they're really, really lame. So we're going to get to it. Let's get Long Haul out of the way, and let's get the two guys that are going to come to the feet. Oh, before going any further, let's get these guys out of the way for 1 second so I can show off this huge box that he came in. Now, this was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive box right here. That's the back of it, and on the other side, you've got a very cool picture of Devastator's face. This thing is just massive. Now what you do is this is actually a sleeve that you take off, and there you have the box that he comes in, and you've got this big scoop that you can open that up, and the big guy will be right inside. And you've got a little bit of writing on the side, which Devastator is the raging hammer of chaos, battling conflicting voices in his head, one nanoclick, then crushing his targets the next. He is the perfect weapon held back by one imperfection, the circuit-clogging conflict caused by bots unable to wield the very power that they themselves bring to life. The Constructicons struggle to successfully merge their thoughts into one cohesive action, making it difficult to focus the wrath of their combined form. Were they able to harness the full force of their collective power, they would give the Decepticons a weapon capable of pounding entire civilizations to dust. As long as that threat exists, Devastator will loom as a shadow across the universe, an enemy to the Autobots, and all the worlds they protect must fear. Prepare to meet your doom. Nothing can withstand the might of Devastator. It's a quote. So, yeah. And it says it's 6 Voyager class construction figures, but, you know, Long Haul is pretty big. He could be like maybe not a leader class, just maybe a big Voyager. So, it's a huge box. Anyway, let's bring in Mixmaster because he's my least favorite. So, what you want to do, and I think I showed this off, but we're just going to show it off real quick. You want to fold that out. Bring this heel spur down. Take this part, that's the front. Oh, actually, you got to untab these arms first from right here and just kind of angle them out like that. Like I said, I showed this in the review, so I'm kind of just speeding through it. Pull this out. And same thing, you want to lift up the cab and pull that down. Pin them back together. And snap it to, and bring it back into the mixer. And he's got that ankle, I guess that's an ankle pivot. It's low enough. Sure, why not? Anyway, let's get Scrapper here. Scrapper's pretty easy. You just want to bring this scoop, I actually want to bring the scoop down. Bring the bucket forward and lock that in. You'll hear a nice little click. It's got a little tab right there. Bring the arms down, do a 180, and snap it back in with those tabs I showed you on the Scrapper review. And they say for added bonus you can like fold his fist down, which doesn't really do much. His fists are pretty damn loose. Anyway, take the feet and bring them up. Leave everything tabbed together, and also you want to take the cab window here and fold that, which is going to actually lock these pieces here, because you're going to use that tab later on to lock in the legs for Long Haul. So now let's go ahead and bring in Long Haul, which Same thing with him. You want to take his feet, fold those in, fold that side in, bring these panels down, make sure the legs are straight, and then you want to take this panel here and unfold it, if it'll unfold. Why are you making a boob out of me on the camera now? Ah, there we go. It's right here. You just want to split it and bring that forward like that. It's really going to help fill in the legs more than anything. There we go. Now, what you've got on the back of these legs are little indentations on each side, which are going to correspond to this tab right here on top of this mixer, well, on top of there, and right on top of the mixer. So you want to bring this in first, and you want to slide it back on that tab. And it locks in pretty well there. You take the same thing and just kind of slide it in. Next, those parts that we folded down. One side has a clip in there, and you're just going to push that into the leg and tab it. There we go. And the other one just kind of fills in the gap. Doesn't really do much on this. Actually, it tabs in up top. So, yeah. So, the same thing with Scrapper. He's got a tab on this part right here that goes to a slot on the back of Long Haul's leg. So same thing. Bring that in, and there you go. So make sure we got this guy where we want him. Next, you want to take Long Haul's bucket here, bring it up, and rotate at the waist. He's got a big clicky ratchet joint. Fold the head down. Bring these arms to the side and take his purple arms and bring them up. This guy really has an easy transformation once you've done it a couple times. Next up, let's take Hook here. Get this out of the way. And what he has is those tabs I showed you on the review for him that you just kind of move. Well, actually, you want to take his arms and fold those down first. And then kind of untab the feet because he's tabbed into the purple up here. Connect those back. Take this black tab here and rotate it down because it's going to plug into the top of Long Haul. Next, this one is actually plugged into this chrome plate. There's a little tab. You want to kind of bring it down and around. And then there's a tab here that they're going to connect to. And just like so. So you've got the arms down. You got the scoop back. Oh, also inside of the chrome chest is a connector piece that you do want to pull down. It's just a little U-shaped connector piece. Right there. And you're going to plug the round section to the smokestack for Long Haul here. And this purple one is going to go right into a black slot that's on top right here. So we plug that in. And Long Haul has some tabs which are going to go into the chest part of Hook. And same thing on the other side, it's going to plug into the bottom of Hook's foot that's underneath there. So that locks that in very well. Just got to get him even here. Now, this part, Hook's cab, you want to take that and bring it forward and bring this part out here, which is going to be the connection piece for the arm. I think I popped something up here. Did I? Yeah, I did. All right, there we go. And on the other side, it's a black tab that's going to fold out from the front here. And there you go. So they're just little U-hooks. And they go there, and we'll wait for the dramatic head reveal. So, to the side he goes. We have the right arm here. We're just going to collapse the scoop. Unpeg the front of these purple treads, which brings this down. Now, these are just going to hang out loose for now because we're actually going to use them in the transformation. And since this is the right arm, we want to make sure that that hole is on the green side because we're going to take, I hope this is the right hand. It is not, it is the left. The little missile launcher, unfold the hand. And there's the right hand. There's a little hole inside of here. I don't know if you can see that if I don't drop it. It's inside there. It's going to go into this hole here. Well, a post that's going to go into this hole. And you just put that in. And it's very secure. Next, he has a connection port, this square one right here. So you're going to plug up here. And then on the back of the tread, we're just going to get this out of the way. On one of the treads, one of those same slots is actually going to correspond to a tab on the back of long haul's arm, which you're just going to tab that together. And that will help lock things together. This one just kind of is loose on the front. But then you just bring the arm down. The arms are the easiest part. So you got Bone Crusher here. His connection piece is right underneath him. And all you want to do is just untab the back of those treads just like the other one. Bring this down, and since that's going to be the front, you want that part forward with the hole in this black part. Take the other fist, put it on there, same thing. Add Scavenger, and he has that same square connection piece. Put that right into that black piece we pulled out of long haul. And also the other tread on the back is going to tab back into long haul's arm. Let me try to show you that a little bit. It's kind of hard to get his arm up here. Whoops. And that shovel really comes off easy. If you look, it's right here. There's a little tab that's right on the back of long haul's arm. And that's what that tread goes into. And that's the same thing with both sides. So you just bring that back down. And yeah, we're getting very close now. Ah! He's actually really secure. I just kind of slid him around a little bit there. So anyway, let's go ahead and form his blaster. It just forms like that. Of course, he wouldn't be Devastator without the chest piece. Tab those into the sides here. Get that iconic chest plate all chromed up in purple. Ah! So much better than the retail version. I got to look at the retail version over at my friend's house, and yeah. Now, the Devastator chest piece has two tabs here, which are going to tab right into the side of long haul's grill here, and these two tabs on each side are going to go into those treads on Scavenger and Bone Crusher. So let's get the first one in there. That goes in pretty well, and there's this two slots on Bone Crusher's outer tread that tabs into, and the same thing with Scavenger's tread. It's right up here. It's like two little slots. And, oops. Ew. What'd I do? Oh. There's also a little peg that goes into the front of hook, which will help guide Scavenger's tread in there. And that helps lock the treads in on the front. So now you've pretty much got Devastator form. Let's turn this fist around, and then dramatic head reveal, and boom, there's two tabs up front. And here we have Devastator in his huge robot mode. Look at the size of this thing. It is awesome. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. And it's great. It's actually very, very posable, which is something that I can't express enough. So just real quick, just going to show you some of the detail on this guy. I mean, look at that head sculpt. That is spot on Devastator. And this huge, just chrome chest. Just really great. Look at the detail on this guy. You got the chest, the waist piece here, and the feet. I mean, this looks like Devastator. It doesn't get any better than this. So real quick, that we see a little bit of the detail on this guy. Let's start off with some of the articulation. Now, he does have some ankle tilts on both sides. This one's a little more clicky than the other one. He's got 90-degree, actually, yeah, that's 90-degree knee joints provided by Long Haul. This one has a little bit of problem going full 90 just because of the Long Haul's foot gets in the way. Oh, he's such a chunk. An awesome chunk. He's got a thigh swivel on both sides. Universal hip joints, which will go out and back and forth. And they're really solid. And he does have waist articulation, thanks to that Long Haul waist joint. So the key was making Long Haul very posable. The elbows will rotate. There's no ball jump. They will go out and rotate. Same thing with Bone Crusher over here. And the head will rotate. That's about all the articulation going to get out of this guy. I mean, you got the elbows. They're almost a 90-degree. On this side, yeah, this one's more 90. This one's just a little bit short. And the hands do open up. He does have, well, he can't go anywhere with that. But yeah, the hands open up. And it's too bad he can't hold his gun. I mean, you have to really have this hand closed tight for him to hold on to the gun. But if they come loose a little bit, it just pops right out. So now that we got him here, let's do a little bit of comparison. So here he is next to Streetwise, which I figure is probably the most in scale for this guy that we're going to find. So yeah, I think this is pretty good right here. But anyway, no, that's far and few between. Here we go, a little Superion action. Which, yeah, he's a lot taller than, I think he should be close to Superion's height, but I'm glad we got him this big. So, or maybe it's just that Devastator's the king of the combiner, so yeah, he should probably be the bigger one. So let's get this over here. And here we've got another figure I haven't fully reviewed, Minosaur. With that falls off so easily. You know, the thing. That thing. So yeah, here he is next to Minosaur, who's also a little bit, it's shorter than Superion was. We'll just get this down here. Out of the way. Here he is next to a standard kind of Combiner Wars Deluxe. This is Rook. This is actually a good height for me, even though Rook seems a little bit big for a Combiner. I mean, well, a little bit big next to him. But this seems like a good size. This works for me. I don't think they're making the Combiners like that big anymore. Get out of here, Blackjack. Here he is next to Voyager class Optimus Prime. And I like this height comparison, actually. Now that I get them side by side, this is a good height for him to be. So, get Optimus out of the way. Just for giggles, because he's here. Here he is next to Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, if you got this figure. And, random, here he is next to my Shurikenjin. Or King Shurikenjin. I just wanted to break this guy out. Just some random Super Sentai for you. Because his sword fell out. Stupid sword. Star Saber. And last, but definitely not least, and a figure I still have yet to review. Here he is next to Metroplex. So Metroplex is certainly a lot bigger. But I think I'm really, this scale is really working for me. Like how he combines, I'm Devastator. No, I'm Metroplex. So yeah, pretty boss looking figure here. Anyway, guys, sorry this review took so long. It's just, you know, hey, I get caught up with things. But yes, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Devastator. If you can get your hands on this guy, I think he's worth it because I've seen, there are a few differences between the retail version and this version. I think this one looks a lot better. But of course, if you just find him in Toys R Us, or who's ever selling them, if you just find the regular Devastator, it's definitely worth picking up. Just because it's a great, solid figure, great ratchet joints. He stays together so well, and he's so reminiscent of the original character from the cartoon. Not so much the G1, which mine didn't survive the parent purge. But yeah, really great figure. I definitely recommend him. He is so cool and awesome. Anyway, guys, this has been a Jason the X big time review of San Diego Comic-Con Devastator. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.